12 o'clock, but I had like a whoops, had like a play date with my friend so the kids could go swimming. All right, I'm gonna have to change this like that, kind of, yeah. So I'm just gonna give it a minute and let everybody kind of come in, and I'll talk about things and all that good stuff. I might get a phone call um with CVS because I got some prescriptions and finally the Amavig for the migraines and that sort of thing. If you guys are new here, if you guys wouldn't mind putting in the comment your name and kind of your story, that would be wonderful. Thank you for the thumbs up. Sorry that I'm not here at 12. My friend invited us over to go swimming, so with the kids and everything, I just couldn't pass it up. So I figured I would take them over at 12, then go to my doctor's appointment, and then do a live later. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Just going to give it a few more minutes to let everybody start to come in. For some reason, it takes YouTube quite some time to notify people. So this thing is like not great. Not great. All right, we'll leave it like that. Hello, hello. If you guys wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up as you come in, that would be absolutely wonderful. I'll probably just kind of like go back through it as people come in, but coming off of the benzodiazepine 6 months ago, I feel like the medication that I was on to help me come off of that is less, but I am working through that, which thank goodness, I'm really, really happy about that. But after I developed this rash, I just don't feel well. Ever since I came back from my family reunion, I don't feel well. My headache has been like a constant thing. I'm constantly having those headaches. Thank you, the 5 W's. Thank you, thank you. That's very sweet. Um, so I just don't feel well, and it's hard because certain doctors will say certain things, and I'm really not sure where the pain is coming from. Because, like, the doctor says it's migraines. Okay, fine, it's migraines. But it's really hard because I've been on migraine medication and it doesn't help with the ear pressure, which is really driving me crazy. And I have the rash coming back. And yeah, I'm just really, really over it. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button. Don't be afraid. Everything will be all right. I mean, I have to look, I have to feel, I have to like think that everything will be all right because, or else I'm just going to fall into a darkness, but it's difficult. It's difficult when you feel shitty every single day. And coming off of different medications, it makes you feel shitty, and I'm just so over it. It's hard to even get medication because they need a prior auth and all of that. So it's like the little things that just make me frustrated. Can I get your age? I am 41. I'm 41. I will be 42 soon. Um, So my backstory, if you guys are new here, since usually 5 o'clock I get a lot of new people. I was on benzodiazepines, clonazepam, for about 7 years. I tapered down. I was on it for postpartum depression and anxiety. I've had 3 babies, and I had postpartum depression, anxiety with all 3 babies. And so that's why I was on clonazepam. Halfway through the clonazepam, my doctor wanted me to take amitriptyline so that I could come off of the clonazepam, which I started taking the amitriptyline, and then I stayed on it because every time I would try to wean off of it, it didn't go so smooth. So I would get scared. Oh, it's because of your age, dear. It's nothing. 3 babies isn't really great. What do you mean? Oh, it's because of your age? Oh, the withdrawal is nothing? Um, but yeah, so I feel like hopefully when I get this migraine medication, I'm really, 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 really praying that I get some comfort with the headaches and this ear pressure pain crap that I feel in my ears all the time. Hello, Jesus. Um, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up, that would be so appreciated. I'm fairly new to the YouTube world. I had this channel back for about 6 months. It was a family channel, and then I stopped doing that. And then when I started going through the benzo withdrawal about 6 months ago, I went back on the channel and kind of started to do that and talk about it and try to help and build a community with the benzos. Or I actually have some people that are weaning off of opiates. I have some people on here that are weaning off of alcohol. Some some with heroin. I have like a variety of people coming off of different kinds of drugs and alcohol. You have a good day, Jesus. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, I feel frustrated a lot of the day. Just trying to figure out how to feel better. And that really sucks. I just really, really want to try to figure out how to feel better. And that at the end of the day is just like what I'm yearning for. I just went to my doctor and sat in the room for an hour waiting for her to come in so I could talk to her about all the things that I'm dealing with, the rash, the medicine, the headaches, the this, the that. And, you know, at 41, it's kind of shitty that I feel like I have so much going on. They took my blood pressure and it was 80 over something. I don't remember I always remember the top number, but not the bottom number. But it was 80. And they had to do it 3 times because they're like, oh, that's really, really not good. Not good at all. She's like, do you always have low blood pressure? I'm like, yeah, but not 80. Usually my low blood pressure is like 100. But yeah. Charles, hello. Yeah, I developed this like rash. It started right here. You can see a little bit. And it went all down the side. Initially, they thought it was shingles, but they ruled that out because of like it's kind of some of it got on my legs and it's weird. It's weird. So my dermatologist, yeah, they thought it was shingles at first, but they ruled it out because of where it was, how it was spreading, that sort of thing. They ruled out shingles. Um, my dermatologist ruled out shingles, and then I just went to my nurse practitioner, who's my friend, and um, and they were leaning towards shingles too. And once they looked at it, they said it's not shingles. If you get shingles, you don't have it. Um, a part here, a part here, a part here, and so they said it wasn't. So now I'm just kind of like they put some prescriptions in the pharmacy. And now I'm trying to figure out because now my insurance is not covering it. And now I called the pharmacy and was like, well, why is my insurance not covering it? So now I got to deal with the insurance on top of that, and it's 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 beyond frustrating because when I went to my family reunion um, at the beginning of June, I was feeling pretty decent. I was actually feeling okay. And I got there and I was good and I had a great time and it was fantastic. I came home and I got sick. We think it was COVID because my brother in law had COVID. He tested positive. And so I've never been afraid of COVID. Like, I'm just like, if I'm supposed to be taken out, I'm going to be taken out. I'm not going to live in fear. If it happens, it happens. I That's just kind of how I pray and I am very religious and I feel like Jesus is going to take care of me. And if it something takes me out, it takes me out, and I'm okay with that. So I never, did the mask and I never did the stuff. I didn't participate in anything because I already have health things. I didn't want to deal with more stuff. Um, so with that being said, I got home from the family reunion. I did test a few like the at-home kits just so I knew for sure if that's what it was, just so I could be like, I did have it, this happened, just so I knew for sure. But the at-home tests wouldn't work. I think they were too old. They're like 3 years old. But my brother-in-law did test and he was positive because my sister, she's a RN, so she's very big on testing because then she had to take a week off. So he tested, he was positive. So I'm like, okay, I got sick at the family reunion. I'm probably positive. I ended up staying in the house for a couple weeks because my husband and kids went to a wedding out of overseas. And